Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hi everyone, with the fourth part of metabolism of bilirubin. So I was talking about the fate of the conjugated bilirubin. I had talked about the small portion that goes to the plasma and the other small portion that goes that undergo an enterohepatic circulation process. Now I'm going to talk the major portion. The major portion of the conjugated bilirubin inside the hepatocyte will be released into the bile duct, and from the bile duct to the small intestine, and inside the small intestine the conjugated bilirubin will transform or convert it to urobilinogen. Sorry, that's a very small area. The conjugated bilirubin, we have conjugated now, it is conjugated, it hadn't transformed yet, will transform into or converted, let me use another color, converted into urobilinogen, bilinogen through an action of a bacteria. The bacteria in the small intestine will convert the conjugated form of bilirubin into urobilinogen. What will happen to the urobilinogen? So the main fate of the conjugated bilirubin is through the small intestine, to a conversion of the conjugated bilirubin into urobilinogen. So the major end product of conjugated bilirubin is urobilinogen. At this step we end up with the major portion, which is around 80% of urobilinogen. Okay, now I'm going to talk what will happen to urobilinogen. So the fate of urobilinogen. Also, three main pathways. They are not main, all of them. They are not main. Okay. Around 70%. Around 70% of the urobilinogen which is found now at this moment, I'm talking about the urobilinogen that is found in the small intestine. Okay. Around 70% of the urobilinogen, let me use another color, 70% of the urobilinogen will convert it into stercobilinogen. Then stercobilinogen will oxidize into stercobilin. That's activation of stercobilinogen into stercobilin. Okay. Stercobilin will excrete it into the feces, and it will give the feces its dark brown color. Excreted into the feces. This is the major pathway of the fate of urobilinogen. So the major pathway of ending of the conjugated bilirubin is through formation of urobilinogen. And the major pathway of ending the of the fate of urobilinogen is formation of stercobilin and excretion in the feces. Now, the other 20% of the urobilinogen that is found in the small intestine is undergo enterohepatic circulation of urobilinogen. It will be released from the liver into the bile duct, and from the bile duct into the small intestine, then reabsorbed into the portal vein, and from the portal vein it is again will go to the liver and then excreted. I can just skip this step, so going this way, this arrow. So this is the enterohepatic circulation of urobilinogen from the liver excreted into the bile duct, and from the bile duct releasing of the urobilinogen into the small intestine. The small intestine, it will be absorbed into the portal, into the portal vein, and from the portal vein it again will be reabsorbed to the liver and again re-excreted in the bile duct. Now the final 10% or the last 10% will escape into the general circulation, and it will go into the kidney. From the kidney it will go into the urine. From the urine it will be oxidized if it is exposed to the air. And it will be converted from urobilinogen. Let me use another color. Urobilinogen into urobilin. Okay. So at this step we had finished the metabolism of the bilirubin, and the major pathway of excretion of the bilirubin is through ending it through the feces. Hopefully that was clear for you, and thank you again.